It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Cardinals and the Rams on Monday Night Primetime.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column. Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
They'll be led out by a longtime starter in the NFL, a former #1 overall pick way back in 2009. It's Matthew Stafford.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule.
2nd and 7.
Stafford now to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept them short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
Able to slither by. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Here's Murray from midfield. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Cardinals had 1 and 6 now. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
On first down, it's Benson.
And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
First run now for Kyron Williams.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw is Stafford.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford.
That one out wide and intercepted.
And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Cardinals offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB.
After the turnover, here's Murray to Connor on the check down. Just a gain of a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or 2 short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down.
Going for it. Here's Benson.
Gets past one man. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
But it's no secret their season is not going the way that they want it. So in a spot like that on 4th down, is it kind of like, why not? Let's just go for it.
I would hope that would be part of their game plan going in. There's no reason not to go for it in that situation. But if I flip it over to the other side, you also know that their season is a struggle for them. You should expect them to be a little more wide open and go for it in 4th down situation.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Murray now. He completes it to Wilson.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal.
From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
Zaven Collins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's Murray. And that's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Stafford.
That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Now Stafford.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Throwing again is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Stafford.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 31-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now this one thrown away. Will we see a flag? No. They'll say there was a receiver nearby. Pretty generous call, but either way, it's 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Caught on the right side by Jones. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Running out of the gun here with Benson.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now Murray off play action.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. Only able to gain a couple there, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Throwing is Stafford. That is caught. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air again, Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Stafford now to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Poona Ford, the one to get to him and drop him. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This time they stay on the ground, and that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now the Rams about to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Stafford. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
To throw is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They run over center with Benson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. First carry for James Conner. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw, it's Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Infraction, defense.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
A give up the middle with Benson.
And he stopped immediately there.
Byron Young there on the stop. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Benson.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
Conner will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in the decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Stafford.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Since emerging from the locker room at intermission, he's looked pretty sharp, hasn't he?
He's running in this third quarter like he got the orange slices at the half.
Oh, yeah.
You remember when we were kids?
He got the orange slices, not the carrot stick.
Oh, boy.
There was always that mom, wasn't there?
There's always that mom. Wasn't yours, wasn't mine, all right? They brought the carrot sticks. But this guy, orange slices, and been reading the Surface tablet, watching the defenses, and he's made some nice adjustments.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Flushed out right. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
A handoff here to Benson.
Powerful running. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
79 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Running right on the option is Murray.
And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
On the give, it's Benson.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
Open man here is Benson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
Murray now to throw.
He'll get that complete to Harrison.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. From the gun, Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
On the handoff, Benson running right.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cardinals might be moving closer to an elusive 2nd win of the year as they extend that 4th quarter lead. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of feels like 3 or 4 scores.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's been a heck of a battle, hasn't it? And points have been at a premium throughout this game. So you have to wonder, is this going to be too much for them to overcome?
Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now it's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
To the right side, this is Corum.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 37. Back to throw. Stafford. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Cardinals offense and running back Trey Benson headed back onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
Here's Murray.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A give. Here comes Benson.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Murray going to fire this out to Harrison.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
They'll run here with Benson.
Oh, good move.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Murray now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Trey Benson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Ryland on for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2.
Here's Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
The home team's offense and Kyler Murray headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now it's Benson, and he'll get it inside the 35.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Here's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Now Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. The shotgun snap for Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Stafford.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
One last throw here for Stafford. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals,
they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year.
And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.